Hello everybody, welcome today. This is Crack the Sky and let's get to work. This is our top 5 ASX Exchange Traded Funds. Today we are looking for our daily horizon view and the date is 18th of the 3rd, 2019. This is a Monday. Today, the All Ordinaries closed at 6,283. That's a rise of 32%. The major drivers today were the materials, information technology, energy and healthcare sector. We had a little bit of movement in the oil/petroleum sector down. Copper, gold, platinum, silver, all up marginally. Moving along to our top 5 percentage rises. We had CNU, HEUR, Asia, WEMG and UBU. So CNU is the Van X Vectors China New Economy ETF. HEUR is the Beta Shares Wisdom Tree ETF. So that one tracks top performers in the European market, if I can speak properly. Up after that we had Asia, which is our Beta Shares Asia Technology ETF. That one tracks the top 50 technology stocks in Asia. WEGM is the State Street Spider S&P Emerging Markets Fund. So looking at emerging markets, UBU is a UBS IQ MSCI USA Ethical ETF. So that ETF looks to track the MSCI US index in the States, and that one's ex-tobacco and ex-controversial weapons. So looking at emerging markets play today effectively with China, I suppose, where are we? Yeah, I suppose maybe, we're looking at the Europe isn't quite an emerging market, but mainly these things today we're looking at emerging markets, China and Asia broadly. So top 5 percentage falls. Expect to see some metals. As always, our physical platinum ETF was down, so ETP MPT, followed up by DJRE. DJRE is one that we don't see a lot. That's the State Street Spider Dow Jones Global Real Estate Fund ETF. That one tracks the performance of the Dow Jones Global Select Real Estate Securities Index. People getting out of real estate by the look of it. So we had our AMP Global Property Security Fund. That one's hedged to the Australian dollar. That one invests in global real estate, listed real estate anyway. Followed up by HACK. HACK's our Beta Shares Global Cybersecurity ETF. So people are looking to get out of that a little bit, so we've seen that price drop off. Nothing major, 0.7%. IJR, which is our iShares S&P Small Cap 600, so that's focusing on the small end of the S&P in the States. So you're seeing overall bit of a mixed type of market, people getting out of some technology plays, infrastructure plays. So top $5 rises. Once again, I don't see any large rises per se. IHEB, which is our iShares JP Morgan US Emerging Markets Bond. That one's hedged, 0.016, which isn't a great move. That's followed up by IHVV, which is a hedged iShares S&P 500. That's followed up by CETF, which is the VanEck Vectors China AMC CSI 300 ETF. That ETF tracks the largest and most liquid stocks on the China A share market. So after that was IZZ, sorry, and IZZ tracks the iShares China, a large cap ETF, also large cap part of the market. So I'm probably similar type of stocks in IZZ and CETF as a quick guess. Up after that, we're looking at VGE, which is the Vanguard FTSE Emerging Markets Share ETF, and that one gives you exposure to small cap stocks, made on the China A share market. So some people getting in, some people getting out of China. But, 50-cent rise on a $67 share price. Looking at our top 5 for dollar falls. See what we've got here. No major crashes I can see anywhere. We had SPY, which is the State Street Spider S&P 500 ETF trust. We had ETPMPT, which is our physical platinum ETF, and that platinum's held in HSBC Bank in the United States. Then we had IJR, which is our iShares S&P Small Cap 600, followed up by, no coincidence today, iShares S&P Mid Cap 400. So those two track the lower end of the S&P in the States. Then we had VAP, which is our Vanguard Australia Property Security Index. That index is quite a good one if you're looking for some yield. That pays out nicely, and it pays out every couple of months as well, from memory. So as mentioned, overall there's not a great fall in regards to any of those ETFs. So the SPY is a good one if you're looking for exposure to S&P 500. So up next we had our top 5 number of trades. As mentioned, pretty much every day we expect to see top 5 number of trades dominated by the larger ETFs in the market. Today is no different. So we had VAS, STW, VTS, IVV, and VAF. So VAS is the Vanguard Australia's share index. So that tracks the top 300 top 300 companies in the ASX. And that's followed up by STW, which is a State Street Spider S&P ASX 200 fund. Then we had VTS, which is the Vanguard US Total Market Share Index. IVV is the iShares S&P 500. ETF, and we had VAF, which is the Australian fixed interest ETF, and that one's from Vanguard. That one focuses on bonds issued by Commonwealth Government of Australia and the other states' governments, and also some Treasury corporations as well. So yeah, definitely the number of trades definitely dominated by those bigger ETFs, which you expect. The top 5 for volume. Once again, I expect to see some of the same old names, familiar names. Today for volume, number 1 with 221,000 shares gone through the market. We had IOO. IOO is the iShares Global 100 ETF. So that one tracks the 100 largest capitalization capitalized companies globally. So that one's got a lot of big US stocks in it, plus other bigger European and global stocks as well. STW, that's, as mentioned before, that's our State Street Spider S&P ASX 200, so people chasing the ASX 200, followed by A200, which is the BetaShares Australia 200 ETF, so variant on the same type of theme, except that index tracks the So Active Australia 200 index, slightly different weighting of the stocks when they buy. BetaShare Australia Sustainability Leaders, which is fair, so explanatory, they're looking for companies that have a sustainable edge. Followed up by AAA, which is our BetaShares Australia High Interest Cash ETF. So if you're looking for a little fund that pays a few bucks every month, I should say. And yeah, it's a way to place to park your cash and still get a decent return. It's a little bit over 2% per month. So the top 5 for value. So looking at those corresponding ones, almost the top 5 for volume. So the biggest value today with $14.9 million worth of shares traded is IOOF, which is our iShares Global 100. So that one might be an interesting option if you're looking just to focus on the 100 biggest global companies. Up after that was STW, which is the State Street Spider S&P ASX 200 fund, A200, which is the BetaShares Australia 200 ETF, so 2 funds tracking the ASX 200. Then we had VAS, which is another large fund, large ETF. And as mentioned before, the Vanguard Australia ASX 300 fund. So that one tracks the top 300, which is little bit of a differentiation from the other guys. Up after that we had VTS. That's the Vanguard US Total Market Share Index. So primarily we had America and Australia, and the top 5 that for value today. So our main aim is education, so we need to be educating ourselves, going back and doing other education before we look. This is designed as an overview because we want to be educating each other and promoting investing, and really highlighting the fact that it's not overly complicated. You just need to be build your confidence and then we can go out and do some things and crack our own financial skies. Thanks. If you like what we're doing, give us a like, give us a subscribe, greatly appreciated. Thanks very much. Ciao.